Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited because today's video is one of my favorite videos to film. It is a yearly roundup of the best makeup products that I encountered and used throughout the year. It's not only that, but it's also the products that I'm going to be bringing with me into the new year, into 2020. Anyways, if you guys want to hear about all the products that I've been absolutely, totally in love with, which most of these products you guys have heard me talk about before, but there are a couple that were kind of like low-key under the radar and some that are kind of new-ish, but are absolutely coming with me to 2020. So if you want to hear about them, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I figured to start the video, like my favorites videos, I kind of do it as you go and do your makeup. So we're gonna start off with the face. I've got a lot to say. I am the type of person that I love experimenting with foundations. And I think one of the reasons is because I have combo skin. I can kind of do, you know, luminous foundations at some certain times of the years. And then I can also do matte foundations in some points of the year. So I'm kind of lucky in that sense. Like combo skin is annoying, but then it's also kind of great because I get to dab into both worlds of the foundation sphere. So the first one I wanted to talk about is one that is not a secret here on my channel. It is something that is featured in a lot of my favorites videos. It was probably featured in last year's 2018 Best of Beauty video. And that is this guy right here. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. It is honestly my all-time favorite foundation. I do not personally believe that it is a matte, like a true matte foundation. I more so think that it is more of a natural finish foundation, but it does last all day long, which is very important to me. You guys know I work at an office job, so I need my makeup to stay on from when I apply it at like 7 till I get home at like 6. This guy is so important to me. My usual shade is 220 Natural Beige. Sometimes you'll see me wear 230 or 228. That's in the summer months, but for majority of the months, I like to use 220 Natural Beige, and it matches me really, really well. The next one that is also a somewhat natural finish is this one here. I talked about this so much that I had to actually force myself to stop using it because it was every single video on Instagram, every single demo, every single tutorial was using this guy. This is the Kiss New York Pro Touch Liquid Foundation. I am in the shade Warm Nude. This one is just an amazing everyday foundation. I loved it. It's a great amount of coverage, but not too heavy. This is a great foundation for all types of skin because it's not too matte and it's not too glowy either. It really is a natural finish, which is great for office wear because it doesn't look too much on either side of the spectrum, and it also lasts all day long. It gives a really nice coverage. I would say it's like light to medium, but very much so buildable, and it just looks amazing. It does come with a pump, which is awesome. So kind of getting up a little notch, going to the higher end foundations. In the winter months and even in the summer months when I want that really, really luminous look, like I'm like, I want to look like a friggin' glazed donut. I just wonder, sometimes when people say that, I'm like, who the hell would actually want to look like that? But you know what I mean. When you really want to look like you're just glowing from within, this is a foundation that I love using. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And it is medium coverage to, I would say, buildable to full, but it really is weightless, and it is because it is so luminous. Like it really is. If you have oily skin, you are probably not gonna like this. If you have dry or combo skin, you're gonna love this foundation. It's really, really beautiful on the skin. One thing to note, it does have a pump. The first like few times that I used it, I would twist off the cap and think that this stick was like the applicator, and like no one told me until I figured it out one day when I was shaking it and the cap fell off. I was really embarrassed, but anyways, like you would see videos of me like applying the foundation to my face, like, oh my God. I'm absolutely in love with this foundation. I gravitate towards it when I'm having very dry skin. My shade is medium 1 Punjab. Again, this is more of a splurge, but it is such a beautiful foundation. Those are the 4 foundations that I found myself using like all the time and loving, and will definitely be coming with me into 2020. But there is another little guy. This is a BB cream. I've kind of slowly geared away from BB creams. I don't know what it is, but lately I've been having a little bit more acne, so I've been going with more of a full coverage. But for a long time, this is what I wore every single day to work. Like, I didn't wear foundations to work, and I would wear this guy, which is a BB cream. This is the Covergirl Clean Matte BB cream for oily skin. It doesn't, to me, doesn't give a matte finish. Like, when I think matte, I think like matte, like not an oil ever gonna show through. This one is definitely still a natural finish in my opinion, but it lasts all day. And with BB creams, I find most of them don't last all day. Some of them look really pretty on the skin, but they just kind of smear around too easily. This one gives a pretty decent amount of coverage. I would say light to buildable to medium, and it really does look good on the skin, and it stays put all day, which is what I really like. Just like I said, with having a little bit more skin problems, I've been gravitating towards foundations, but this is still definitely coming with me to 2020 because it is so good, and I use the crap out of it. Like, multiple bottles of this were purchased, and I always find it for about $6 on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart, which is awesome. Concealers. Okay, so I tried this year to get on the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer bandwagon. It didn't work out so well for me. I think I got the wrong shade, but I've actually been using it within the last couple of weeks and really been loving it. So I think it was just not my summer shade and it's my winter shade. Nonetheless, I found a lot of concealers this year that are mimicking the shape, the wand, and the formula of how full coverage and heavy duty the Shape Tape concealer is. So the one that I specifically have been totally obsessed with, and it's pretty much the only concealer I've been using for, I would say, like since it came out really, so months, is the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. I love the shades Cashew and Cashmere. I just am so obsessed with this concealer. I have a full review and demo using it, so I will link it here for you guys for more information on this product. But let me just tell you, it's the only concealer I've been gravitating towards. Recently, the last 2 weeks, I have been using the Tarte Shape Tape, but still, like, this one's the same level. It's honestly just as good. So I don't know about the Tarte Shape Tape, but I do know that the L'Oreal Full Wear is so good. If you are in need of a full coverage, long-lasting concealer, I highly recommend this guy. It is just amazing. Shout out to my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. That will always be, you know, a holy grail item for me, but I just haven't been gravitating towards it lately, but I still own one and I still love it. I mean, I wore it on my wedding day and it was amazing. But the only setting powder that I love, really, like, I've tried a lot, and there's one that I'm trying right now that I'm really liking, so I'll keep you posted on that one. But the one that I always go back to is this guy here from Laura Mercier. This is just the translucent loose setting powder from them. I have like a deluxe travel size. I'm just gonna go out and splurge and buy like the full size because this lasted like a year and a half. They last so long because a little goes such a long way, in my opinion. This is honestly the only one that really has never caused any problems for me, and I always go back to it. Same thing for bronzer. I really only have been loving one bronzer consistently. Like, I have love-hate relationships with a lot of bronzers, but the one that never ever makes me look like the bronzer helmet or like you look like a carrot or anything like that, like it always looks really beautiful on my skin, is the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend just getting the full size version. It lasts forever. I finally have hit pan a little bit, but honestly, like, I've had it for at least a year and a half, and I absolutely adore it. It's such a good bronzer, and I use it as a bronzer contour shade and also as an eyeshadow, so I get a lot of use out of this. Such a good purchase. Moving on to blush. I have two blushes that I have been using. This one here I've been using, I would say, for like 3 years. This has been one of my absolute favorite blush shades. This is the Milani Cosmetics Baked Blush in Luminoso. I remember when I first started my channel, I would say, maybe not when I first started, but when I was really getting into it and really getting into makeup, everyone talked about Luminoso, and I couldn't find it anywhere. At this time, the only place that sold Milani was like, I think Loblaws, and I could never find Luminoso. I had to like order it online, and I paid like so much money in shipping, and finally now it is like fully available at Shoppers Drug Mart, I believe, and also at Rexall. But like at the time when I really wanted it, it was worth it though, because it's been a favorite for years and I honestly use it all the time. It looks so good, so effortless, not too intense. It's a beautiful peach, and it just, I don't know, it's never looked bad, if that makes sense. And I find that it just blends so nicely into highlights and into your bronzers. So absolutely obsessed with this one. Another blush that I've really been loving is from Mary Kay. This is a Chromafusion blush. It's called Juicy Peach. It is very similar to the Milani Luminoso, but it has a lot more peach and pink pigmentation to it. So I love this when I'm doing a little bit more extra makeup. So if I'm doing a full eye look or my foundation's a little bit more full coverage than I would on a regular basis, this is the one that I always gravitate towards because I just get a little bit more color payoff, and it is so, so beautiful. It has that same kind of sheen as the Milani Baked Blush does, but it's got just a little bit more oomph to the color. I think that's the best way to describe it, oomph. There's really only one highlight that I think justifies being talked about in a yearly favorites for me because I used it so much. I'm surprised I didn't hit pan. Unfortunately, I think this is a limited edition highlight, but I hope they bring it back. This is the Anastasia highlight, the Amrezy one. Firstly, I love Amrezy and I love Anastasia Beverly Hills, so it was like a match made in heaven. It is just the perfect gold shimmer. It always looks good. It looks good in the winter. It looks good in the summer. It looks good in the fall. Like, it looks good with every single makeup look. I love it, and I think it looks good on every single complexion. So I highly recommend it. This is a massive highlight. You will, like, I use it so much, and I am nowhere near hitting pan, thank God. But it is worth it. I highly recommend this one. If you can get your hands on it, definitely get your hands on it. It is so worth it. If not, I really do hope that Anastasia Beverly Hills brings it back, at least maybe in some kind of special capacity. I don't know. Moving on to eyes, I have some eyeshadow palettes that I loved this year. So first, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love all their eyeshadow palettes. Don't get me wrong. When they launched Modern Renaissance, I was so in love. I loved that palette so much. I was like, no other palette could ever compete with this one. It is so beautiful. Then they launched Soft Glam, and I was like, whoa. This is me in a palette. I use every single shade so much. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on any of these shadows, mainly because I don't wear eyeshadow every single day, so that's probably why, but this is the palette. If I'm like, I don't know what to do, I'm not feeling very like creative, I will go to this one because I know that I can always create a good look with this. They have so many good shades. You can create everyday neutrals or you can really spice it up. You have some pinks in there, some golds. I love it. It is such a good eyeshadow palette for everyone. I recommend it to every single person on this planet to own this one. If you're gonna own an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, this is the one, in my opinion, this is the one you should get because it is the most versatile and the most everyday friendly, if that makes sense. Like, there's not a shade in here that I'm like, whoa, that's a little out there. Whereas some of the other palettes, they have like a few shades that are very like vibrant or intense or not very everyday friendly. This one, everyday friendly. So good. They blend out amazing. No problems with this palette. I've had some other ones where I'm like, ooh, that's a little bit more on the challenging side because of the pigmentation levels, but this, nothing. So beautiful. Now, on the flip side, drugstore wise, the brand that I find has the absolute best eyeshadow palettes is Rimmel. I love all of them. The magnifies ones, they're so good. I love them. I think I own all of them, and if I don't, I'd be shocked. But my absolute favorite one is the Spice Edition. This is absolutely a dupe for the Naked Heat. It is stunning. I love the shade range. It's so beautiful when you want that nice warm look. Ugh. And the palette, like, the shimmers are so intense. I love it. And then the mattes are so pigmented but blendable, so easy to use. I can't say enough good things. I think I have a review on this guy, so I will link it for you guys. It's such a good palette, but not just this one. All of them are really good. The last shadows that I wanted to share with you guys were from Mary Kay. These are the Chromafusion single eyeshadows. So these are all the colors that I have accumulated this past year. I Love these guys. I have a full review and demo on the Chromafusion line, so I will put it up here for you guys so you can check it out if you want more details, like I've been saying repeatedly, broken record. But honestly, these are some of my absolute favorite single eyeshadows. These are really the only single eyeshadows that I use nowadays. They're so good. Otherwise, I really just go for the palettes because they're a better bang for your buck. But these are really well priced for the amount that you get in each pan and for the quality. So they have several different styles, so you can get, you know, the shimmer, satin, matte, and they're really, really beautiful, and they have a wonderful color range as well. This is just kind of like a glimpse at some of the different colors. You can see they have quite a lot to choose from. Two mascaras that I wanted to talk about. My absolute love of my life. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise is my absolute all-time favorite mascara, and we kind of broke up for a little while this past year because something new came along, and it was the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and this is more of a high-end brand, It Cosmetics. I would say they're sold at Sephora and at Ulta, but I would still say that they're a little bit more reasonably priced than some of the other higher brands for a mascara. This is such a good mascara, holy moly. I'm all out of it. I kept it because it's going to be going into, you know, an empties video, and then obviously I'm talking about it here. But I have repurchased the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, I don't even know how many times, like probably 5, 6, 7 times. It is such a good mascara. It is honestly a complete dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I used to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex until I found this guy. It's a really great mascara, but these two were really the two mascaras that stole my heart this year, and I went, you know, broke up with this one for a little while, and now I'm back on this one. I've honestly really ditched false lashes this past year. You won't catch me gluing those things to my eyes no more. Once in a blue moon, it'll happen when I'm really feeling myself. You will notice something about me and these lipsticks that I have chosen, or lip products that I have chosen, that they are all the exact same color. Different finishes, but really the same color. So one product that I cannot find for the life of me, it's probably at the very bottom of my purse, is the lip pencil from MAC Cosmetics in Soar. That is my absolute favorite lip pencil. I also do like spice, nice and spicy, but Soar is my absolute favorite. It's always lost though. Like, I can never find it. So first is a splurge. This is from Givenchy. This is a beautiful lip color. It is in Perfect Pink. The thing that I like the most about this is that it's kind of like a balm. So it's not too much color to it. Yeah, like you can barely see the color on my hand. Not too much color to it. It's more of a balm. It's beautiful on top of a lip liner and just for every day. I often find myself with really chapped lips in the winter times. I suffer so much from it. So often I like using balms like that because it just hydrates my lips really well. Next, I also am totally obsessed. You can tell I love this lipstick because it's so jacked up. Like, look at that curve. This is the lipstick Cream Cup from MAC Cosmetics. This is a cream sheen, so it's not matte whatsoever. It's super beautiful. It looks amazing on top of Soar. That's it there. Another one that I absolutely love is from Milani. This is Nude Cream, basically a dupe for Cream Cup, so it's probably what I grab, but I can't find Cream Cup. Cream Cup is a little bit more pink than Nude Cream, so they're the same but different. And then I also love this lip color that I'm wearing now. This is the L'Oreal Infallible lip paint in Spicy Blush. I'll swatch this one too, just so we can all see how different and versatile I like to be. Guys, I know I have a problem. None of those shades are revolutionary or different whatsoever, but they're all beautiful in their own ways. There's one more product that I wanted to talk about, but there's one product, one tool that I really wanted to share with you guys. I recently got this bad boy. Okay, so like end of November. So I haven't had it that long, but it has changed my life. I have super curly, like very, very curly hair. And sometimes when you blow dry it, just like normally like I can't do a blowout. So a normal blow dry would make my hair totally frizzy, and then I would have to go in with a straightener. And then if I wanted to curl it, I'd have to curl it after I straighten it. So long, like it would take hours. This is so cool. So I saw a lot of people talk about this and I never jumped on the bandwagon because I was like, there's no way it actually works. Then I actually was like, okay, I watched a YouTuber who has very similar hair to mine, and she did a full review and live demo and compared it to the Dyson, which is what I was like, okay, maybe I'll save up and get the Dyson, the Airwrap. And then I saw her do this and I was like, wait, why am I wasting my money? This is 60 bucks. So I'm telling everyone in the world that they need this. I can now give myself a blowout because it's only one hand. You don't have like one hand on the hairdryer, one hand on the brush. I'm not that skilled, especially when it comes to hair. Like, I can do makeup, but I can't do hair. So this has saved my life, honestly. This is all I've used on my hair today is this. It looks so good. Like, people ask me all the time, oh, did you get a blowout? I'm like, no, like just myself. You know how good it feels to say that? I know that I'm being a bit extra when it comes to this product, but I am telling you guys, it's so worth the money. It is $60 Canadian. I got mine at Walmart. It is available on Amazon. I know everywhere you can get it because I've been telling people for the past like 2 months that everyone needs it. Everyone I talk to. I love it. Did I mention that it's from Revlon? That's going to wrap up this video on that really, really great note. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support in 2019. I can't wait to take you guys with me to 2020 and see what beauty products we're gonna start loving this year. I can't wait. Let me know down below what your favorite products from 2019 were. I would love to know them because I need some new products, clearly, especially some lip products. If you guys have any lip products that were outside of those shades, let me know because I clearly need to broaden my horizons. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and of course, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.